Hey there. You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today is November 11th, 2017, and it is the 5th anniversary of the Jessa Channel. On November 11th, 2012, I posted my very first video of Skyrim, featuring Mala, the epic little elf who became the very big Dragonborn. And that series went on for about 3 years. It's just amazing, come to think of it. And then Kenlyn Tullius is the current Skyrim series that we are playing and wrapping that one up fairly soon. She's coming to the end of the Civil War questline, the questline we've been playing through. So over the 5 years, besides Skyrim, I have played Sims 2, I have played numerous indie games, but mostly I've connected with you, and I am very grateful. So, to celebrate, today is a day of celebration. To celebrate, I will be posting Skyrim all day long. Yep, I have 5 episodes of Skyrim queued up for you. This video is going live at 9 a.m. Pacific time on the west coast here of America. And at 9 a.m. also, there will be a video of Skyrim at the same time this video is going up, so you can head on over and watch Kenlyn's adventures continue to unfold after you have watched this video. And then at 9 a.m., let's see, at noon, at 3 p.m., at 6 p.m., and then again at 9 p.m., there will be an episode of Skyrim posting. I thought I wanted to do it so that it wouldn't overwhelm your feed and that there would be enough time in between videos that you wouldn't get overwhelmed trying to catch up or whatnot. And you can watch them over the week. You don't have to watch them all at once. But 5 videos going up throughout the day that are Kenlyn's adventures continuing to unfold. So first of all, that's the first gift I'm giving to you, is all Skyrim, all day, to celebrate the fact that the very first episode I ever posted was of Skyrim. I thought about putting a little clip of it in right here, just so we could kind of hear what a rookie I was. But I can't bear to look at it. So if you go back and watch the first episode, and I'll put a link to it in the description below, but if you go back and watch the very first episode that I posted on the channel and you can bear to get through it, come back and tell me in the comments, what you thought of it, because it wasn't very good. But that's all right, because we all have to start somewhere. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that just following this video, there's going to be an announcement coming up for Patreon. I have worked on a wonderful Patreon video that showcases my favorite things. So I show you where I live. I show you some things in our home that are really important to me. And I sit down and talk to you, kind of like I'm doing right now, except with better quality. Because we used a real video camera instead of my little webcam. But in any case, so that also is going up. So that's the second thing. And Patreon is, if you haven't yet heard of it, it's a way to support the channel and really get it to be a part of Team Jessa. By joining me on Patreon, you're going to get to have access to me through live streams, and yes, live simming will be happening again for my Patreon subscribers. So you'll be able to go over and see all the different tiers that you can subscribe to on Patreon. And you will also see that if you join Patreon at a certain level, you will get to be represented by a mascot. And those mascots that you'll see up there are really my husband's stuffed animals from childhood that are really important to us, and they all have their own different personalities, one of whom is named Acanthopterygian. And those of you who have been with my channel watching The Sims content know that my first town that I talked about here on the channel was called Akanthop. And so you'll get to be an Akanthop mascot, have him as your mascot at different tiers that you would subscribe to. So there's that. And I'm really looking forward to the whole Patreon experience, because I will be opening a Discord up this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to get it done before the anniversary video goes up, where you will be able to have access to me directly. We will be doing Q&Js, and Parker, hi Parker, on Twitter said, let's do a Q&J. So Q&Js are where you get to hang out with me and ask me questions about simming, about Skyrim, about Let's Playing, about recording, about what's going on in my life. We just get to spend some time together. So I'm going to do those as a live stream. So that's happening as well too. And so All Day Skyrim and Patreon, and later on this evening, if I have I really hope I'll be able to do this, but I will have I'm going to try some practice live streaming just to meet and greet, people who are coming over to Patreon. And so I will be talking about that over on the Patreon page. And that will be tonight, November 11th, if I can do the technical side and get it all working. If not, then as soon as I can, I will let everyone know, and you can join me over there. Over the years, I have received notes, messages, comments. I've saved them all. I have in a Keep document. I've saved so many of the comments that I've received over the years, and I go back and I read them. And they're my #1 guidebook for success and joy and happiness with my channel, which I've been happy with the whole time. But reading your comments and what you've said for me, given to me over the years, I'm really grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much for 5 wonderful years. And most of all, thank you for being a part of Team Jessa. Go Team Jessa. Here's for another 5 years, hey? What do you say? Thanks, as always, for watching. Hey there, my name is Jessa, and this is the Patreon page for the Jessa Channel, and these are a few of my favorite things. A pretty framed drawing of a little cottage that I made. I've always loved little cottages. The candles I made for Christmas last year, and the beautiful vase that sits between them, which was a present from our wedding. My mantra for cooking: when in doubt, add wine. A blue vase, a present from my best friend for my wedding. My dancing candle holder with my pretty blue candles. And for every cat owner, a book of poems by cats called I Could Pee on This. And finally, my blessed pillow and my husband's well-loved and well-played handmade guitar. And this is where I live. And no walk in the woods is complete without one's cutie pie boots. Hey there! You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, me. I'm Jessa, hi. And today is November 11th, 2017. I'm actually lying because it's actually about 5 days before, but don't tell anybody. Anyway, you're going to be watching this on November 11th, 2017. And today is the 5th anniversary of the Jessa Channel. Yay! And just behind me, giving me moral support is my husband over there and my #1 nephew over there. Don't tell the other nephews I said so. And I'm here today to talk to you about the 5th anniversary and what Patreon is. So, on November 11th, 2012, I posted my first video of Skyrim, and I had planned on putting up content for about 6 weeks. The first thing I did is I went to my husband and I said, would it be all right with you if I do a YouTube channel and act like a crazy person on the internet? And he was like, sure! Because he's awesome. So that's basically how the channel came about, and also my background in live simming, which we'll be talking about a little bit. But anyway, you have just seen some of my favorite things. And the one thing I couldn't show you, because you see it every day, is my YouTube channel. This channel is my heart. It's just got a bit of my soul in it. It's just all me. That's just why we call it the Jessa Channel and not somebody that nobody knows channel. So this Patreon is here to support the channel. What's Patreon? Well, Patreon is a way for artists of all kinds to have their subscribers and people who really care about what they're doing, the artist is doing, support them. You can support me in numerous ways. The #1 way on Patreon is through a monthly subscription. And you will see on my Patreon page, I think it'll be over there maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, they'll show what you get with your different rewards. And so you'll get rewards for being a Patreon subscriber. The #1 thing that I will be doing is private live streaming. And that is where we will be playing different games that you are interested in and that I'm interested in, games that may not even make it onto the channel, but that we're just trying out for fun. A lot of them will be indie games as well too. And if we're lucky, sometimes there may even be a developer in the chat room with us who has created the game, because I love creating relationships with indie developers. I love indie developers. So, that will be one thing that we are doing. And the other thing is that the second series that I posted on my channel was The Sims 2. And The Sims 2 has been a very popular series on my channel. Recently, I've stopped producing content for the general public on my channel. However, for my Patreon subscribers, I will be doing live simming again. Live simming. We'll get to go back to Kettle Falls, and we will get to find out what's going on. I just did a gypsy camp, which came out so nice. So if you want to see the new gypsy camp in Kettle Falls and all of that, you can join me, and you can join me as a Patreon subscriber. There are other ways that you'll be able to support the channel as well too. There'll be a Steam wish list here on Patreon. That'll have games that are upcoming, maybe AAA games that I won't be able to get from the developer. And most indie games, I'll go directly to the developer and form a relationship with them. But some of the games, such as like a DLC, things like that, you'll be able to support the channel by buying me a copy of a game. And that Steam wish list will be also here on Patreon, probably below this video. And what else will you get to do from Patreon? You know, I am not sure yet, because as you guys come into Patreon and join me on my private Discord server, which is where we will be doing all of our chatting and getting to know one another and getting your ideas, you guys will also let me know what you want. So basically, being a Patreon supporter allows you to connect with me directly and contact me, be able to talk with me. That's where I will be doing perhaps tutorials on simming and how I build my neighborhoods. I know that's always something that's really been popular, and I love to share those ideas. And also on Skyrim, we will be developing a new character who will be coming out in his series after Kenlin's series is finished. If you haven't seen Kenlin's series yet, it's been great fun. Kenlin Tullius is the daughter of General Tullius in Skyrim, and we're doing the Civil War. So that's just been really fun. You'll be able to join me and help me create the new character for Skyrim. As always, I am a role player and a storyteller at heart, and I know that many of you are as well too. So on my Discord, there will be a place where we can share our stories and our story ideas. You can take pictures and videos from the games and the stories that you're playing. I'm always encouraging you to play the games along with me. So there will be that place on Discord as well too, and that's all for Patreon subscribers. So it has been 5 lovely, long, wonderful years. Like when people ask my husband and I how long we've been married, we go, 5 long, wonderful years. And as I say with my channel, it's a wonderful channel. I love it so much. And today you've got to see some of the other things that I love. So I will wrap it up here and say to you, thank you so much for being a part of Team Jessa. Go Team Jessa. Thank you, as always, for watching.